all the way to the top. And as you exhale and reverse the breath, you draw the navel in towards the spine. And again, inhale, feel that breath washing through you. Maybe pause for a second at the top, always teaching our bodies to breathe that little bit deeper. And exhale, reverse the breath, navel to spine. And as we inhale here, feel yourself lengthen up through your spine, keeping that spine long and dropping the shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale. And let's pay attention to our shoulders. Feel them glide down our spine, away from our ears, creating space for our neck to grow nice and long. Your jaw unclenched and unlock those back teeth. Make sure they're not touching. Drop your tongue down away from the roof of your mouth and just gently open your mouth a little. Facial features becoming soft and gentle. And just breathe into your relaxation. As we breathe, we feel our bodies melt down into the mats. So we tend to hold on to stress in subtle ways, like the clenching of the jaw or furrowing our brow, drawing our shoulders up towards our ears. So it's really nice to just check in with yourself and feel how much lighter you feel when you drop the shoulders and unlock your jaw. And let's take an imaginary broom and start to sweep our minds clear. This is our time, it's just for us. Deep inhale and exhale. Blow all those negative thoughts and things you don't need in your mind, just blow them away. Gently start to roll your head. Just get a little bit of movement into the body. Roll your head the whole way around. And then send it back the other way. Nice and slowly. Really breathe into that movement. Gently bring yourself back to center and just start to roll the shoulders up to your ears, down your spine. Up to your ears and down your spine, creating large circles. Imagine that you're drawing circles with those shoulder blades. Just gentle movements to start us off. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, we're going to reach our arms out to the side and just start to move your wrists, wiggle your fingers. Really trying to reach and touch either side of the room. And then draw those arms behind you like you're pulling those shoulder blades together at the back, opening your heart center. And let go of your arms, raise them up towards the sky. And you're just going to take your right hand around your left wrist and gently start to lean all the way over to the left, keeping that neck nice and long. Sorry, switch hands. Bring your left hand to your right wrist as you lean. So we're stretching the right side of the body. And you're almost trying to pull with your left wrist. Left hand pulling that right wrist. So left hand onto right wrist, just to clarify. And we're leaning to the left, stretch the right side of the body. Keep those hip bones planted on the mat as you inhale. And as you exhale, just gently pull on that arm. And exhale, get even deeper into that stretch. A nice lateral stretch. Imagine you're trying to add an extra inch onto the right side of the body. Gently bring yourself back to center, interlink your fingers, push up towards the sky, drop the shoulders down. Deep breath. Feel those shoulders melt down, your back, neck becoming long. Take your right wrist, your right hand to your left wrist. God, my left and right is even more rubbish today. And gently lean your way over to the right, stretching the left side of your body. So our right hand on our left wrist now, so we're almost pulling that arm. Keep those hip bones nice and planted, those sit bones nice and planted, bum cheeks grounded onto the mat. Imagine you've been super glued down as you inhale. And as you exhale, lengthen and reach, adding an extra inch onto that side of the body. Deep breath in and exhale. Getting as deep as you can into that stretch. Gently bring yourself back to center, bring both arms down. And just bring your palms in front of you on the mat. Stacking your joints. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Knees and feet down on the mat. And let's practice just pushing down, grounding down through our palms, our knees, and our feet. So much you could almost take off and lift up off the mat. You're getting so much energy from that grounding down there. You're almost floating, you're almost hovering. And let's take a nice deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to breathe out like a dragon blowing smoke, like we're fogging up a mirror. And again, inhale. And then next time we're going to inhale and exhale the same, but keeping your mouth closed, so both through our nose with that ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale, feel that fogging in the back of your throat. And again, inhale. Give me one more of those. Inhale. Really nice. And deep inhale, let's drop our navel to the floor and gaze up to the sky, mobilizing our spine and our cat-cow. Exhale, we push away from the ground, dome the shoulders, crown of the head dropping towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And if you're happy with this movement, then feel free to continue here. If you want to freestyle, give yourself a little wiggle through the hips and the bum. Maybe you want to bring yourself back onto your heels, move from side to side, stretch those arms out. Maybe you want to get your neck involved. Do whatever you like. Figure of 8 with your hips and your spine. Really breathe into it. Get into all the nooks and crannies in your body that just need to be woken up. Really, really indulge in this movement. It's such a nice little movement, just a freestyle. Really finding out which parts of your body need that movement, which parts you like to move. Take one more deep breath here. And gently bring yourself back to your all fours position with your joints stacked. Tuck your right toe under and we're going to kick up towards the sky. Keep that knee bent and that foot flexed. And let's draw circles with our knee to open up our hips. So we're going to go forward first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back the other way. 1, 2. Imagine you've got a pen on your knee. You're trying to draw circles on a wall. 3 and 4. Lovely. Place that knee back down. Let's take the other leg. Tuck your left toe under and kick up towards the sky. And let's draw circles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just drop those knees down. And starting with our strengthening and stretching of our legs and glutes, which is what was suggested for the theme of today, we're going to start with our aeroplane kicks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg out behind us and we're going to bring our left arm out. And you want to make sure that you've got enough space around you that you can kind of swing your leg. Or swing. You're going to move it with a nice controlled movement, but we're going to flex that right foot. Inhale here, and as we exhale, you're going to bring the right leg out and the left arm out to the side like airplane wings, and then draw them back. So you'll bring them out to the side. So see how my foot is out to the side. So I'm going to just show you from the front what I'm doing. We're going to bring our arm out. You're going to come out to the side so you look like an aeroplane. And up and out to the side like an aeroplane. So let's do a few of those. We're going to do 4 on this side. So bring that arm out and let's go to the side. 1 and back and 2 and back. Keep that foot flexed if you can. And 3 and back and 4. Lovely. And back. Gently drop the knees. Give yourself a little wiggle. Maybe give your wrist a little stretch. If you've got weak wrists, I sometimes get really bad aches in my wrists. So it's nice to just give them a little stretch in between all fours and planks. If you know that you get pains in your wrists, it's really good to get in the habit of doing that. Bring yourself back into your all four position. And we're going to do our left side now. So I'm going to show you again from the front. So right arm out, left leg out. Flex your left foot. And let's go inhale. Exhale out to the side like an aeroplane. And back. Keep that foot flexed. Keep that balance. Nice controlled movement. And back to center. And bring it out to the side. Well done, everybody. I can see you on Zoom, and I'm just assuming everyone's great on Facebook as well. And bring them out to the side. Back to center. Let's do one more for luck. Out to the side. Back to center. Drop that hand. Drop the knees. Draw your heels together, knees apart. And just take your child's pose. Reaching your arms out in front. Drawing your forehead down onto the mat. And inhale here. And exhale. And just gazing straight ahead between your hands and drawing your chest along the mat and bringing yourself into your extended puppy pose. So you're going to feel that stretch on the back of your hamstrings. So someone made a point this morning and said actually they didn't know what their hamstrings were. So basically when I'm saying that, it doesn't mean anything. So your hamstrings are these big old muscles here on the back. They're the ones that if you injure, you will definitely know about it, and they're a real pain in the ass to heal, but they're very lovely to stretch. Take a nice deep breath here, and we're going to gently draw ourselves along the mat and bring our hip bones down and lift our chest into your cobra or your sphinx. So sphinx is your palms are down on the mat and your arms are parallel, and cobra, you're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders and just lifting your chest a little more. And we want to make sure that this pose is activating our legs and our glutes as well. So we're pointing our toes, engaging through our legs. So your knees will lift up off the mat. So what generally tends to happen in this pose is that we work the top half of our body and we forget about our legs. But it's actually a really lovely one for activating those leg muscles. If you point those toes and feel those knees lift, take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Press down through your palms. Bring yourself back into an all fours position. Tuck those toes and push up into your downward facing dog. Nice straight line all the way from your palms up to your tailbone. Draw that navel in. If you feel like your back is curved, give your knees a little bend. Better to have bent knees than a curve in the spine. And if your heels don't make it down onto the mat today, well, that's just fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I have days where my heels are so far away from the mat, I feel like they'll never get back down there. It's really more about how your posture is in this pose, how you're aligning yourself, so making sure that you don't have a curve in the spine. Making sure that you're looking between your legs or at your belly button. Your feet are hip width apart, palms spread wide, and you're really pushing into the outside of your palms and your little fingers. And just ignore me sticking my head out like a little tortoise for Michelle. I'm just so that I can talk to you guys. So we're going to take a nice deep breath here, and as we inhale, we're going to raise our heels off the ground. So this is really good for our hamstrings and calves if you've got tight hamstrings and calves. Exhale, lower. So it's good for the strengthening of the legs as well. Lifting up on your toes. Exhale, lowering down, heels towards the earth. Inhale, you lift. And exhale, lower. Lovely, everybody stay with me. Let's go for 3. Lifting up, draw those heels back down. 2. And lower. And last one, lift those heels. And feel that pull on the back of your hamstrings. We're just going to hold with our heels high. And exhale, drop those heels down. Inhale, bring yourself forward into your high plank position. You might have to walk those feet back a little if you need to. Just engaging that core, slightly doming the shoulders, engaging through the glutes. Tuck your bum in, engaging that core. Make sure that your body's in a nice straight line. Take a deep breath here. We're going to start to drop those knees towards the mat, but just hover them, send your bum back and up into your down dog. And we're going to do a few of those little circles. Inhale, we come forward into our high plank. Drop the knees, but don't bring them onto the mat. Float them all the way back, bum towards the sky, downward dog. And again, high plank. Make sure the wrists are under shoulders. Drop those knees, just hovering them, send the bum back towards the heel and up towards the sky. Let's do one more of those. Dropping forward, high plank. Lovely, everybody, knees towards the mat, push back up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Gorgeous, really, really lovely. Take a nice deep breath here, and you're either going to step, float, or jump, bending the knees to the top of your mat, between your hands, into your Uttanasana forward fold. Bend the knees and just glue your chest onto your thighs and gently start to rock from side to side, just hanging loose. In our ragdoll pose, maybe you want to take hold of your elbows here as you sway from side to side. Just recentering our bodies. If you can straighten your legs, then that's lovely, but just make sure that you're really gluing that torso onto your thighs and you're not giving yourself a curve in the spine. So most of us will have a slight bend in the knees because everyone at the moment seems to have really tight hamstrings. And take a nice deep inhale. We're just going to start to very gently roll up through the spine. Keep those knees bent. I suffer from really tight calves and hamstrings, so I always have my knees a little bit bent. We're just rolling up, really indulgent, one vertebrae at a time. Your head and neck are the last things to come up. Keeping your chin tucked in until the last moment and then dropping those shoulders down, lengthening the neck. Standing nice and tall. Let me just change the camera so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. We're standing really nice and tall at the tops of our mats. Make sure that I'm actually all in here. Standing nice and tall at the tops of your mats with your palms down on either side. Palms spread nice and wide, gazing straight ahead. And let's take a nice deep inhale here. Raise your arms up towards the sky into your mountain, gazing up at your thumbs. And as you exhale, take the arms wide, hinge forward through the hips, maybe bend the knees, and bring yourself into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Feet facing straight ahead. Inhale, we flatten the back, gaze straight ahead, send the palms up the shins or towards the thighs. Exhale, bring yourself back into your Uttanasana forward fold, and either step, float, or jump back into a plank position. I haven't done sun salutations in ages, so we are going to do a few today. Tuck those elbows in, and either knees, chest, and chin, or drop down through your chaturanga. Push forward, upward facing dog. Lovely, everybody. Make sure the tops of the feet are down on the mat. I don't know who needs to hear it, but I'm sure someone does. Tuck those toes under, and send those sit bones up towards the sky into your downward facing. Gorgeous, everybody. Let's take a slight bend in the knees, gaze straight ahead, and either step, float, or jump between your hands. Raise your arms up towards the sky. Draw your palms together, gaze up at your thumbs, and then draw the palms down through toward your heart center into your prayer. Lovely, everybody. Let's go again. Inhale. Reaching those arms up, shoulders down, gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale, take the arms wide, bend the knees, hinge forward through the hips. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, stroke your palms up your feet towards your shins or your thighs into your flat back tabletop position. Exhale, back to your forward fold, placing the palms flat and step or jump back into your plank position. Tuck those elbows in and either knees, chest and chin or chaturanga coming down. Push forward into that upward facing, sending the shoulders down the spine, neck long, tuck the toes under. Exhale into your downward facing. Gorgeous, everybody. Slight bend in your knees. Let's do one more of these. Step or jump or float between your hands. Raising your arms up towards the sky. And draw those palms down through toward your heart center. And let's go once more. Inhale. Why are we doing our sun cells today when we haven't any other time? Gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale, opening your arms and hinging forward, bend the knees. Well, they're really good for our leg strength. Into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back, send the palms towards the shins of the thighs, gazing straight ahead. Exhale, back to your forward fold with your palms flat. And either step or jump back into your plank position. Tuck the elbows in, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Come down. Push forward, upward facing on the inhale, gorgeous. And push back downward facing on your exhale. Lovely, everybody, gorgeous. Take a nice deep breath here. And you're gonna step both hands, both feet in between your hands, both hands. And just draw your feet together. Bend the knees, bring your arms out in front and bring them up in line with your ears into your chair pose. Tuck that tailbone under. Everybody has a love-hate relationship with chair. We love what it does. We don't particularly like doing it. Really feel those engagement in your thighs and your glutes as you sit deep into that chair pose. Drawing that core in. Deep inhale. And exhale. And draw your palms down through to your heart center. We're going to take our twisted chest. We're going to take our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Keep that heart space nice and open. And I want you to just look at your knees now. Your left leg might have crept a little bit forward. Just make sure you pull it back in line with your right. Keeping that chest nice and open. And let's step our left leg back now into a nice twisted lunge. Keep that heart space nice and open. Gorgeous, stay with me. Inhale here. Really nice. And if you can and you want to, you can open your arms here. Lovely, everybody. Take a nice deep breath. Bring your hands onto your hips and just bring yourself up into a lunge. Arms in line with your ears. Drop the shoulders down. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, open the arms. Turn the left foot out, warrior two. Bring the knee over your ankle. And gaze down those front fingertips. I'm just going to change the angle of the camera again so that you guys can see. So warrior two. Nice and good for leg strengthening. Inhale here. Exhale, follow your gaze. Follow your fingers with your gaze. Turn your right palm to face up towards the sky and send your left arm down the back of your left leg. Right arm up and over. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Gorgeous, everybody. If you want to, feel free to bring that left arm around your spine to touch your right thigh. Really nice. Deep breath, unravel back to your warrior two. And bring that right forearm down onto that right thigh, left arm up and over, extended side angle pose. From your foot to your wrist, you want a nice straight line. Try and keep that chest open and try not to fall into just kind of leaning on your knees so you're it's like you're hanging out at the pub. You want to still be lifting up through that body so you're not putting too much pressure on that knee. Inhale here. Exhale, windmill both hands down on either side of that front foot. Step back into your plank position, and you can either come down through your chaturanga, take a little mini vinyasa, or you can push straight up into your downward dog. Either way, we're all going to meet back into our downward facing dog. Gorgeous, everybody. Lovely. And I'm just going to switch sides. Really nice, everybody. And let's take a nice deep inhale, and you're going to step both feet between your hands again. Bring your feet together, bend the knees, arms up in line with your ears, chair pose. Tuck that tailbone under. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Feel that engagement through your thighs and your glutes as you're sitting into that imaginary chair with your tailbone tucked under. Inhale. Exhale. Take a nice deep breath and draw your palms down towards your heart center here. And let's twist through the spine. Take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee now. And then pay attention to your knees. Make sure that right knee hasn't crept a little bit forward. Keep them nice and aligned. Keeping that heart center open to the side. So twists, they're really, really lovely. What we're doing when we're twisting is we're just compressing the organs. So we're wringing them out of any toxins. When we undo the twist, fresh blood flows through our organs. And let's step that right foot back. So we're keeping that twist. I'm just going to switch sides again so that you can see. Keeping that twist. If you want to open your arms, then feel free. So I want you to imagine when you're twisting that it's like wringing out a dirty dishcloth. So we're just getting all of the filthy rubbish out of it, and then we're rinsing it when we come out of our twist. We're rinsing it full of clean water. So let's bring ourselves out of our twist. We're going to bring our arms up in line with our ears into our lunge. Inhale here, sitting into that front knee bend. Exhale, open the arms. Turn that back foot out. Warrior two. Left arm facing straight ahead, gaze down those left fingertips. Arms in line with your ears. Tap that tailbone under. Inhale here. Exhale, sit into that front knee bend. Gorgeous, everybody. Turn your left palm up towards the sky, leaning forward, and then lean all the way back. Send that right arm down the back of the right leg. Left arm up and over into your reverse warrior. And feel free here if you want to take your right arm all the way around your spine to touch your left thigh. Giving yourself another little twist. Twists are really one of my favorite things to do. If you are pregnant, of course, please do avoid them. Inhale. Exhale, unravel back to your warrior two. Drop that left forearm down onto your left thigh and right arm up and over. Straight line from your right ankle all the way up to your right wrist. Remember, we're not hanging out of the pub. Keep that chest open. Try and keep a lift through your body. Inhale here. Exhale, we're really working on that leg strength. So trying to keep that nice grounded feeling. Windmill both hands back around on either side of that front foot. Step back into your plank position. Tuck those elbows in and either come down through your chaturanga or push straight back up into your downward facing dog. We'll all meet back in our down dog. Lovely. And let's take a nice bend in the knees, gaze straight ahead, and either step, float, or jump between your hands. Uttanasana forward fold, gluing your torso to your thighs, and gently start to roll up again through the spine. Keep that chin tucked into the very last moment, unraveling. Really nice, bringing yourself up to standing on the mats. Head cut off again. Okay, we're going to take some balancing poses, which are going to work on our leg and glute strength. And if you've taken my classes before, you'll know that balance is not my strong point. So you can all laugh at me, but they are very, very good for our strength in our legs. So let's put all of our weight into our right foot to begin with and come up on your left toe. So your options here are left foot against left ankle, left calf, or up into left thigh. It's completely up to you. And then when you found your balance, you're going to draw your palms together at your heart center in your tree pose. So we're working on standing nice and tall on our right leg. So we're building the strength in that right leg. And if you want to, you can raise your palms up towards the sky. And if you want to, you can open your arms out and draw the finger and thumb together like a real tree with branches. And breathe. Gorgeous, everybody. I'm going to try not to look at the screen too much because it will make me fall out of the pose. So when you're in a balance, try and find a still point. Maybe it's on the floor or on the wall ahead of you. And focus on that point, because when we look at things that are moving, that's when we tend to lose our balance. Take a nice deep breath here. Drop those hands and just take hold of your left knee if you can without dropping it towards the floor. And you're just going to bring that left knee out to the side, opening up your hip. So maybe you're happy here, or maybe you want to get even deeper into the stretch and bring your arm to the inside of your left leg, fingers around your big toes, and straighten that leg out to the side. And breathe. me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring that leg back to center, but don't drop it. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take that leg out in front so that you're pointing the toes. I'm going to show you from the side what I'm doing. And we're going to pulse. So pulse up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse back. 2, 3, 4. Flex your foot if you can. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring the foot down. Give your limbs a shake, especially your right leg. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Bring a little bit of blood flow back into that leg. Get it all out, because now we're going to do it on the other side. So you're always going to have one side that's a little bit more wobbly, it's a little bit less strong. It's human nature that we find a side that we're a little bit better at, and then we tend to overtrain that side. That's why, unfortunately, we have to do both sides, just to keep our body nice and balanced. So balance is the first thing that your body forgets, but it's also the first thing you remember of soup. So if you feel like you've fallen out of the balance today, don't worry. If you take this every day for a week, you'll find that you'll be really, really good at it by the end of that week. So enough talking on my part. We're going to put all of our weight now into our left foot. Lift your right toe. So remember, for tree pose, all options are right. Depends which one is right for you. So you can either bring your right foot against your left ankle, your left calf, or up into your left thigh with your knee out to the side. So this is my wobbly side, so let's all laugh at me. You can bring your palms together at your heart center and drop those shoulders down, really staying grounded through your foot. So remember, yoga is really about releasing the ego. So if you feel like you're not very good at something, it's not that you're not good at something, it's just that it's not your day to do that, or that just needs a little bit of improvement. But it doesn't matter, as long as we try. So if you found your balance, you can bring your arms up above your head, drop those shoulders down. And if you want to, you can bring your arms out to the side, finger and thumb together. Like a real tree with branches, holding here, give me 5. Remember focusing on your still point. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really lovely. Drop the arms, take hold of your right knee. So if you are happy here, feel free to stay here. And if you want to, you can bring that right knee out to the side so that you're opening up the hip. And if you feel like you want to get even deeper, bring your right hand to the inside of your right leg, taking hold of your big toes and just straightening that leg out to the side into your standing big toe hold. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring that leg back to center and try not to bring your leg down. I'm just going to show you from the side and also cheat a little bit by bringing my foot down. You're going to take that right leg out in front, flex the foot, and let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Send it out behind you and keep that foot flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Bring that foot down and shake the limbs. Shake it all out. Give that booty a wiggle. Really, really get a little bit of blood flow back into your body. It's not very yoga, but who cares? Let's just get a little bit of movement. Shake it all out. Bring yourself back to the tops of your mats. Take a deep breath. Arms down by your side. Drop those shoulders down. Inhale, raise your arms up towards the sky. Bring your palms together, gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale, open your elbows out to the side. Hinge forward into your forward fold. Inhale, stroking the palms up the feet towards the shins and thighs. Flatten the back. Exhale, back to your forward fold. And step or jump back into your plank position. And either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or coming straight into your downward dog. We'll all meet back in our downward dog. And push back. Gorgeous. Hold your downward dog and just bicycle the legs while I just change the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Lovely, everybody. Well done. Push down through those palms, really decompressing through your shoulders. Gorgeous. Send those sit bones up towards the sky, gazing between your legs. Take a nice deep breath. Gaze straight ahead and either step, float, or jump between your hands into a seated position on your mats. So we're going to take a nice little stretch for our legs and glutes here. So I want you to just leave your left leg how it is as you're cross-legged. So your left calf is parallel almost with the top of your mat. And you're just going to pull that foot out a little bit and then bring your right knee so it's on top of your left leg. So it's almost like we're tying a knot with our legs. So your knees are stacked on top of each other. This is a lovely one for your hips, your glutes, your thighs. Take hold of your feet. Maybe you're happy here and maybe you want to get even deeper into the stretch. If you really want to get that stretch into your glutes, take a nice deep breath, pull the elbows out to the side and start to hinge forward, bringing your chest down towards your knees. Those knees want to be stacked as on top of each other as they can be. And you will feel that pull in the hips, in the glutes and the hamstrings. It's quite uncomfortable, but also quite satisfying. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Gently rolling up through your spine. Take hold of your feet. Take a breath. And switch over. So one side will feel a little bit tighter. So now bring your right leg so it's almost parallel with the top of the mat. And then bring your left knee over the top. So we're stacking our knees. Almost tying your legs in a weird little knot. Take your hands to your feet. Inhale. And if you want, you can start hinging forward. Try and keep those bum cheeks nice and planted on the mat as you fold forward. Inhale. And exhale. Really feel that hinge in the hips. If you find this one uncomfortable, just gently bring yourself back into your seated position in your cross leg and just take a nice breath there. And we will meet you back there in just a minute. Give me one more breath, everybody. Lovely. And gently unravel. Untuck the legs and just bring them out in front. Point your toes, drop your palms underneath the small of your back. And we're just going to counter that stretch by dropping back into our fish pose. So let your head roll the whole way back and push that chest up towards the sky. Point your toes and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Gently roll back down onto the mat. And we're going to take our thread the needle pose. So you're going to bring your right knee up with your right foot down and take your left ankle to your right knee. Place your hands on the back of your right thigh and just start to pull that leg towards you. Really, really stretching through the thighs, the hamstrings, the hips. Keep your left foot flexed. You can keep both foot flexed if you want to. That always increases the engagement. Inhale. Exhale. Really lovely, everybody. Really pulling that leg towards you. Gorgeous. Give me one more deep breath here. And let's switch sides, dropping that left foot down, taking the right ankle to your left knee. And draw that left leg towards you, placing your palms on the back of your left thigh. Flex both feet if you want a little bit more engagement and start to pull that left leg towards you. Really feel that stretch through your hamstrings, through your hips. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Give me one more deep breath. And gently drop both back down. We're going to finish with our bridge pose, which is another really good one for strengthening the glutes, the hamstring, and all that good stuff. Bringing your arms down on either side of your hips, feet nice and flat. So feet and knees parallel like train tracks, and they should be about hip width apart. And I want you to imagine someone's got super glue and they've dotted it down your spine. So you're lying completely flat. You can't fit your hands underneath your back. So if you're lying completely flat, your pelvis will have a very, very gentle tilt, a very subtle tilt that you can't really notice, but you can probably feel it a little bit. Space between your shoulders and your ears, and your head, neck, shoulders and spine in a nice straight line. And let's take a nice deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we start to peel our spine off the mat, send our hips up towards the sky. Imagine someone's got a string through your pelvis, they're pulling you up, all the way up onto your shoulders. If you want to, you can walk your shoulders together and interlink your fingers underneath your back. Keep those feet and knees parallel. Try not to bow them out, and that will really help with the engagement in your bum, in your glutes, in your thighs. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Lovely, everybody. Keep that breath flowing. Try and keep your neck nice and 3. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And deep breath one more time. Inhale. And exhale, gently start to roll down onto the mat, releasing that spine one vertebra at a time. And draw your knees in towards your chest and gently start to rock from side to side, massaging your spine on the mat. Maybe take your arms out nice and wide. Tap your toes down and start to windscreen wipe the knees from side to side, getting a deeper twist through the spine. Remembering that when we twist, we're detoxing our organs, so we can press the organs as we twist. And when we release the twist, fresh blood flows through where we've released all the toxins. And gently bring yourself back to center. And you guys know the drill. Straighten those legs, straighten those arms above your head, full body stretch, reaching from one side of the room to the other. Imagine someone's got hold of your fingers. Someone's got hold of your toes. You can't get away. They're pulling you. They've got you by the fingers. They're trying to add extra inches onto your body. Every single thing that's annoying you, let's put it into the stretch. You know the drill by now. This is our tension release. We're going to build it all up. Screw that face up. Tiny beady eyes. Scrunched up little nose. Beady little mouth. Ugliest face you've ever made in your life. Keep stretching, reaching from one side of the room to the other. Point those fingers, point those toes. So you should be in pain from the amount of tension being poured into this stretch. It's the biggest stretch we're doing the whole class. Keep stretching. 5, 4, keep stretching. 3, 2, 2.5. And 1. Bring your arms down by your side. Take a nice deep breath. And really feel that release. Palms opening, facing up towards the sky. If you need a jumper or a blanket, or some socks or a drink of water, then please feel free to grab those now. I fully recommend taking your shavasana on your mats lying down. It's really lovely. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to take it sitting up so that I can talk you guys through it. You're very welcome to take it sitting up if you want to, but it really is much lovelier to take it lying down. Pregnant ladies, if you could take it lying on your left side, in a fetal position with a cushion between your legs, that would be wonderful. So let's bring ourselves into whichever position we would like for our shavasana. And just feel ourselves melt down into the mat, closing the eyes. And let's take that nice deep inhale. Feeling our lungs from the bottom all the way to the top. And exhale, reversing the breath, drawing the navel in towards the spine. And again, inhale. And exhale, feeling that breath washing through your body, cleansing your organs. Let's bring ourselves back to where we were at the beginning of the class. Take that imaginary broom and start to sweep your mind clear. Free of thoughts and worries. Focusing in on your breath. And let's take our attention down towards our feet. Feeling our feet fall open on the mat and each toe relaxing one by one. Your ankles, calves, knees and thighs melting into the mat. All the way up to the base of your spine and feeling each vertebrae unraveling. As you inhale, feel your spine become long. Shoulders melting down away from the ears, your shoulder blades almost gliding down the mat to become one with the earth. And as your shoulders release, creating space for your neck to grow long. Head becoming light, free of thoughts and worries, and your facial features soft and gentle. Take your attention to your jaw, unclenching and unlocking the back teeth. Make sure they're not touching. Drop your tongue down away from the roof of your mouth, maybe opening your mouth ever so slightly. Arms lightweight at your side and your palms open. Each fingertip unraveling to expose them up towards the sky. And finally, we take our attention to our chest and abdomen. The slow and steady rise and fall as we inhale to wash through our bodies with our breath. And exhale to blow out any negativity, any toxins, anything that doesn't complement us, anything that doesn't work for us. Get rid of it, blow it away. And again, inhale. And exhale. And we're coming to the end of week 2 in isolation. So maybe we're feeling a little bit caged in. Maybe we're feeling that we really need a release, that we really need some space. So take that nice deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to blow away anything negative that you're feeling, and we're just going to melt into our mats. And we're going to take that space, we're going to create that space for ourselves, even if it's just for a minute. Allow ourselves to become completely at peace, melting into our mat and really enjoying just being. And we have so much to be grateful for. Grateful for our health, grateful for our practice. Grateful that we have a roof over our head to isolate in. And let's think of one thing that we're grateful for and just sink down into complete silence and just breathe. And start to wiggle the fingers and the toes to draw awareness back into your bodies. Drawing your knees in towards your chest and gently rocking from side to side to release your spine on the mat. And bring yourself all the way over into a fetal position. And gently bringing yourself up to seated. Bring your palms onto your knees and let's take a nice deep inhale all together. Inhale. And as we exhale, deep sigh, let it all go. And again, inhale. And one more for luck. Inhale, biggest sigh, inhale. And draw your palms together at your heart center. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here with me and to still be able to connect with you. And I actually think it's even more lovely because some of you would never have come to my physical classes because you lived too far or you didn't know about them. So it's so nice to be able to practice with all of you, and you on Zoom, I like to be able to see your faces as well. That makes me really happy. So I will be back same time tomorrow. As always, the comment section is open for you guys to give me suggestions on what you want to do for flows during the week. If we're doing a different one every night, I just want to work on whatever you guys want to work on, and maybe I'll be teaching myself a few new things as well, which is always entertaining. So yes, if you're on Zoom, pop me a message in the chat box, and if you're on Facebook, you can pop a comment on here whenever you want. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Enjoy the sun from your homes if you can. Stay safe, stay happy and healthy. Have a lovely night. Namaste. Bye, everybody. I'm going to end the meeting if, like the bums and legs. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, everybody, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to work on splits. So whoever it was that wanted to work on splits, I very much hope that you are. Oh, I forgot about this morning's class. We're going to have to do. So this morning, oh, that's the other thing as well. On Sundays mornings, I was going to do restorative and then fast one in the evening, but I actually think I'm going to switch it up and do restorative Sunday evenings and an energetic one in the morning for you guys on Zoom. So next Sunday evening will be restorative. So I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow.